Good morning, YouTube. Sandy C, take two, because I remembered to hit record. All right, guys, I got a fun, an important one, more so than fun one here. We're going to be talking about credit. Okay, the beginning of it, your beginning stuff, your 101, why you need it, why you need to build it, why you need to establish it, why you need to not be scared of it. And then as we move on, we're going to get more advanced, go over, exercising responsibility. And I'm going to end with a personal anecdote of what I have done, a little bit of advanced credit utilization. Something that really, by me doing it, took a ton of weight off my shoulders. I feel a ton better. So if you don't have credit, if you're scared of credit, if you have bad credit and you want to build it up, this is for you. This is also for you if maybe you've had credit for decades, but maybe you're in a little tight situation. Toward the end of the video, I'll break another chapter, and I've got something, hopefully, that can relieve some financial stress from your life. All right, guys, so let's get into it. Step one, remember, I'm just a dude on YouTube with a, what are these called, berets? With one of these in my hair, okay? I'm not a financial advisor or accountant, okay? With that said, I have owned my own businesses, been a self-made man since I was 5 years old. Yes, I started my first business at 5 years old, and I've been living off my own hands ever since, okay? So I know a little bit about how to do things, okay? But this isn't advice, remember? Just telling some anecdotes. Okay, so let's get into it. All right, first, why you need to build and establish credit. Everything runs on it, okay? Now, I understand, the greatest generation, those 70 and older, well, actually, they're older than that now, shoot. Oh, my grandfather died with a 0 credit score. He died a millionaire with a 0 credit score. It worked back in that day. He had dealerships, and rather than floor planning, basically getting into payment plans with the manufacturers of cars, RVs, boats, all that, he bought them all up front cash. So he owned every one of them, millions of them, all in cash. All his properties, all cash. And that worked for him in his day. It can work today. It's a little tougher grind. And that's what I'm going to get into in this video, why it's important to establish credit and to build it. I was lucky enough at age 15. My father was, he had this experience in the 70s when he was younger trying to get credit. You need credit to buy a car, buy a house, large purchases, okay? And it's use other people's money. It goes back to that. If you follow Robert Kiyosaki or any of these other Austrian economists, the smart ones, other people's money, okay? And that's what credit is, other people's money. But you have to exercise restraint, okay? So if you're one of those people, I know people under 30 that don't have a credit card, 35 that don't have a credit card. That was me, Homer Simpson, choking Bart Simpson, okay? That's absurd. Go get a darn Capital One. If you're one of those people that's, I can't trust myself, blah, 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 get a darn card, or even a secured card where you pay up front so you can't bury yourself. Get a card. I don't know. Give it to your mama. Have her lock it in a safe. Lock it in your safe. Get one. Lock it up if you're not responsible. Learn that responsibility, but you need to start building credit now, because when it's time to move out of mommy and daddy's house, you're going to need to buy your own, and you will need credit for that. It helps reduce your interest rates, your payments. It's a great thing to have, and you'll hear later on my stories of it. Okay, so real quick, what makes up your credit? Oh, wait, I'm an idiot. Fancy notes. Is that going to work? All right, credit mix. That's your mix of credit. Credit cards, auto loans, mortgages, a mix, multiple different credit products, okay? Credit history. Did you miss a payment? That's 15%. That's a massive ding. Don't miss payments, okay? New credit. New credit is new credit, opening new lines of credit, opening a new card, a new mortgage, a new auto loan, okay? then the amount owed, or otherwise known as the utilization rate. Okay, by utilization rate, basically if you have a $10,000 credit limit and you've spent 1,000 of it, you're utilizing 10%. Okay, that's a big factor. And lastly is your payment history. Oh, I got it wrong. Credit history is what you've done with other, your mix of credit and things like that. Your payment history is your payment history. Sorry about that. Hope that clarifies it. We'll get more into that later. My advanced stuff at the end will be about the utilization. I took advantage of that and made some good plays. So either fast forward or skip ahead for that kind of stuff. But for the newbies, you need to establish credit, man. You have to establish credit. I have so many friends that don't have credit. And when something hits the fan, they either A, have to come off all their cash and now they're at zero, flat broke, or B, they can't do it. And it's either a missed opportunity or something bad happened. Okay. So don't be afraid of it. Just exercise responsibility. And for those of you, anybody, especially under like 25, get it now, because your mistakes at 25 will be a whole lot less costly than mistakes in your 30s. The numbers are just, they get bigger as you grow up. They just kind of do. Okay. So I learned a ton because by, let's say 20 or 21, I racked up a few credit cards. Nothing insane, nothing crazy, but I racked up a few and, did a debt consolidation loan, got all that done. But either way, I've made the mistakes. I've done it right. I've made the mistakes and I've done it right since. And you learn a lot more from screw ups than successes. You do. Okay. So I had my screw up in my young 20s, and actually it was good for me. It really recalibrated me into how to utilize credit. Okay, so you want to exercise responsibility. Credit cards are not for wants. They are for needs. If you want something, drop the credit card back in the safe. Don't pull it out. Okay, if you need something, that is when you can use it. Okay, and then once you get to a point, excuse me, that you can exercise responsibility, then what you do is you pay with a credit card and then pay that credit card off. Pay with the credit card to collect the points, then pay it off. So for example, if you've got a 2% cashback credit card, every $100 you spend, you're getting $2 for free. Okay, now that's not good if you let that balance roll and you don't pay it. But say you go to the grocery store, you're going to spend $100. Okay. It's basically an automatic $2 off coupon every single time you go. If you do that every week, 52 times 2, that's $110. Basically in a year, you get a free groceries check. But where it really counts is when you keep adding things up. You got to buy those groceries anyway. So you can either pay with card or pay with cash immediately. Now, if you already have the cash, pay the card, get your points, and then use your cash to pay off the card. You collect no interest and you're getting free money. You're getting bonuses, you're getting points. Credit cards also have a whole lot of other cashback deals. They all usually have a shopping area. So like Capital One has Capital One shopping. Extra 5 to 10% at a lot of retailers, Walmart, Lowe's, places you normally go. A lot of extra bonus. So when I make a $100 order at Lowe's sometimes, they give me $10 back. That adds up a lot. $1,000 order, it just keeps adding up and it's awesome. You build that credit, you look good. When you go to get a home loan or something, you get a better rate. Okay. So build and establish credit, but do it responsibly. Quick tidbit. Don't ever use your credit card rewards to pay for things, to buy bonus crap. Okay. You always use your rewards, of course, unless you're doing it for travel. That's a different card. But if you get the cashback rewards, always, always, always use that to pay your balance. Okay. You'll see on Amazon will have, when you put your credit card in to check out, hey, you've got $3 of rewards in this card. You want to put that toward your purchase? No. Do not do that. Why? Because they're getting out of giving you more free money. Okay. So here's why you put it Amazon wants to take that $3. You don't give it to them. You put that entire amount on that credit card, and then you take that cash back, that $3, and then use that to pay that credit card. That way you're getting all the bonus points. Because if you give Amazon the $3 reward, that's $3 that you're not collecting your cash back on. You're just giving it straight to them. So if you put the full amount on your credit card, Amazon gets their amount, you get the full reward amount, and then you take that reward, use it directly as cash to pay into your card. That's how you do that. Don't fall for their use your rewards or buy this crap. You're buying wants. Remember, credit cards are not for wants. They're for needs. All right. So you need to establish credit to buy a house, cars, life. Okay. Here's where the other thing. Emergencies, medical emergencies, home emergencies, car emergency, whatever. It's an extra safety net, okay? Every credit card you have, every piece on your credit is an additional safety net, okay? Now I'm going to get into my story and some more advanced stuff. This will be more reasons why you want to do it, but also maybe if you're in a little bit of a tight financial spot right now, this might help you, okay? All right, so what do I have going on? Well, I got a dog that had needed 2 emergency surgeries since February, and I've also got, and this is because of a shift in my CPA and my filings, okay? I'm not behind. I just did a shift, so it crammed everything together. I've got the last 2021 and 2022 tax liabilities to pay off, and all of this hit me at once. A big, what is it, 15 to 20K all at once, kind of spread between a couple months. Huge chunk, all right? And you know me, Sandy C, part of Ninja Nation, we stay debt-free, or if we have debt, we get it paid off, all right? So your boy was paid off, all right? I was good and flat. Had these couple medical emergencies come up. And actually, I will link. It's gotten to the point where I had to set up a little GoFundMe. I'll put the link below. I'd appreciate you at least sharing it. All right, guys. But got hit with all that. And it was causing me a whole ton of stress. What am I going to do? Because, if I don't pay the IRS by a few days ago in full, their interest and penalties are just ungodly. It's criminal. You guys suck. You guys are really bad people. That's for you, okay? If you work for the IRS, your ignorance isn't good enough anymore. You're an evil suckbag, okay? For real. Let me give you 2. Yeah, so I've got all that. And if I don't pay that, they're going to just bury me in interest and penalties. And that is when they're digging faster than you can build ladder rungs, okay? The other thing is, if I put it all on a credit card, that interest is going to eat me alive, okay? And I don't have a lot of liquid assets right now that I'm willing to, I just don't have them. I was busy paying off my debt, getting back to baseline. So I don't have a ton of liquid assets. But even if I did, I would still utilize this strategy, okay? So I had a couple cards with some considerable balances on them to where they'd be, I went ahead and paid the IRS thing, put it on those cards. Oh, Sandy, that's terrible. Oh. Yeah, kid, I calculated the interest. It'd be $300 to $400 a month minimum interest. No, it'd be even more than that. It'd be like $400 or $500 a month minimum interest. How are you supposed to dig out of that hole? You can't. You can't dig out of every year $6,000 just setting it on fire. I'd be better off wiping my ass with $100 bills, right? Okay, so I couldn't sleep the other night, so I was up till 1, and then brainwave hit me like a thunderbolt. All right, I know what to do here. Okay, so here's what I did. Now, hold on to your pants. This is a little more advanced, and you have to know what you're doing. Okay. Instead of because I have good credit, I don't have to go to a debt consolidation loan to lessen my APR. So another reason to build good credit. Because my credit is so good, I was able to go to get a new credit card with a good enough balance, and it had 0% interest for 15 months. So all this stuff I put with the surgeries and the IRS and all that crap that was on these couple of cards that would have been just burying me in interest, went ahead and moved those to this new card. And now basically I've got 15 months to breathe easier and get this stuff paid off without getting buried in interest. I don't have interest. So everything I pay now is a ladder rung, as opposed to a couple shovels of dirt and one ladder rung. You know, take 2 steps forward, get hit 1 step back. Instead, every time I step forward, I'm maintaining that ground. I'm maintaining that ground and getting out of this. Okay? So that is one strategy. You have to be careful. Now, that new credit card, I can't go out there buying a new boat or going out to the clubs. Woo, yeah. No, it was a need. I needed that. Okay? So it relieved a ton of stress. I've got 15 months to get this stuff paid for. In addition, you're like, Sandy, what about, wasn't there a fee? Wasn't there a balance transfer fee? Yeah, there was. But it got knocked out because I'll be getting rewards. So actually, the rewards rate was higher than the fee rate. So instead, they're actually going to pay me to take over the credit instead of me paying them. In addition, they also had a bonus sign up. I'm going to get an extra $200 just for spending $500 in 3 months. And this credit card comes with $600 phone protection automatically included. I can go outside and spike my phone on the ground right now, and they'll buy me a new one. Pretty cool. So there's a lot of perks to them, and that's why you want to use them. The perks, the perks, the perks. You don't have to come off your cash in case you need something, okay? Now, why didn't I come off my cash? Or why didn't I, liquidate something, figure something else out? Well, I'm trying to sell some stuff around the house, potentially selling a vehicle, stuff to do that. So yes, I am doing that. But utilizing credit, I can spread this stuff out. A big medical bill comes, they're your safety net. It's your safety net. It's your safety net. Okay. I think we've gone long enough. I think you have a good idea of this. Please put your questions, comments, hit the like, subscribe, all that kind of crap I'm supposed to shamelessly plug. But get in the conversation. What have you done like this? Have you been scared of credit your whole life? Do you avoid it? Did anybody ever teach you about it? Any of that kind of stuff. All right, guys, Sandy C is going to leave you there, but I've got more on this topic I'll be coming out with because I've got a lot of experience with it. All right, guys, Sandy C's out. Love you.